always a little unsure as you're trying to speak through a mask. Well, welcome to the class of 2025. Welcome friends, family, guests, and faculty who are here in support of this class of future pharmacists and who will help guide them through the next 4 years of education and development. Thank you, Dean Nash, for your kind words of welcome. I am honored to be here and to have the opportunity to participate in this special day. I also want to thank you for your gracious introduction. As you were speaking about some of the things that I was able to participate in while I was a student here, being back on campus, it all just sort of comes flooding back. I wanted to share a quick story of an experience I had at my first time participating in a Maine Pharmacy Association conference. There was just a handful of us students there because we were the first group of student pharmacists to be in the state. And there was a pharmacist who was retiring or preparing to retire, who was being presented with an award in recognition of all of his contributions to the profession. And as he was accepting his award, he turned to us students in the audience and said, "I hope that you enjoy your time in this profession as much as I enjoyed mine." And those words have stuck with me. And so I say to you, the student pharmacists who are preparing to go through their white coat ceremony today, I share those same words with you. I hope you enjoy your time here at Husson University School of Pharmacy as much as I enjoyed my time here. When I decided I wanted to pursue a career as a pharmacist, I did not deliberately set out to be a part of an inaugural class at a brand new pharmacy school, let alone a brand new pharmacy school in a state that had never had a pharmacy school before and that had no precedence for providing this type of opportunity. But that ended up being the perfect path for me. What an incredible blessing that just as I was preparing to research potential schools and programs and prepare to embark on a journey that would require me to leave my hometown and all of my support systems, that at that very same time the announcement would be made that Husson University was implementing a school of pharmacy with its first class graduating in 2013. Upon learning I could potentially have the ability not only to pursue my career of choice, but to participate in the implementation and development of a program that would serve my hometown community for generations to come, the decision was instantaneous. There was no other possible alternative for me. I would do whatever it took to become a member of the Husson University School of Pharmacy class of 2013, and I did just that. I started by taking classes on my lunch break from my full-time job and progressed to leaving my previous career to go back to school full-time. I doubled up on my pre-pharmacy course load in order to make sure that I would have all of my prerequisites in time. While I was steadfast and resolute in my choice and my goal, there were some who voiced reservations, who thought I might be better served in pursuing admission at an established school. There was nothing about me that distinctly qualified me for admission to a brand new pharmacy school. I had no special abilities to aid in such an endeavor. I had no idea how to be a pharmacy student. I'd never done it before. Without upperclassmen, there would be limited numbers of mentors, and without an established and proven curriculum, there was the potential for lack of structure and certainty. These reservations were valid, but I was ready for the challenges and risks associated with accepting a spot in a brand new school. I was more than ready. I wanted those challenges. I wanted to be a part of the process of starting the new School of Pharmacy. The most important consideration in my decision was that I was not discouraged by all the extra things I would have to do or overcome. I was excited and inspired by all of the additional things I would get to do and to experience. In fact, it was my choices and my interest in doing more, my willingness and eagerness to be a mentor to others, and to create structure and certainty for those who would follow behind me, that defined the qualifications and special abilities that ultimately made me the ideal candidate to be the very first student accepted into the class of 2013. My classmates and I were part of a very limited and unique group of student pharmacists. After all, there are only so many students that can have the distinction of being part of a first class. This meant an immense amount of pressure and responsibility, and some might argue the potential for less opportunity. We had no guarantees. There was nothing to be handed down to us, If we wanted an opportunity, we were going to have to create it. We had to be the builders, the engineers of our own participation in our pharmacy school experience. The way I saw it, this meant so much more opportunity. We were the select few that got to do the groundbreaking work, and the programs, the student organizations, activities, initiatives, and curricula that we were starting and shaping would continue to influence students long after we had graduated and moved on. The Husson University School of Pharmacy is very different now than it was during the years when I was a student here. But there can be no doubt that the benefits of my efforts and accomplishments during those years are still felt by students today. Even more significant than my lingering impact on Husson is the impact these crucial experiences had on my own professional development and the development of my leadership abilities. Through the process of being an inaugural member or a member of the inaugural class, I learned countless skills, strategies, and techniques that still serve me every day in my professional life. For me, the decision to come to Husson and be a member of the inaugural class in many ways was just as substantial in regards to the overall trajectory of my career and my professional accomplishments as my decision to become a pharmacist. Each of you has a similar story that led you here, just as each of you have personalized goals that you hope to achieve. There were decisions, sacrifices, and commitments you made that brought you to this point today. Perhaps you had to move or relocate, or leave a former career, or separate from your family, friends, and support system in order to get here. All of these things and more have brought you to this pivotal moment when you will recite the oath of a pharmacist, don your white coat, and officially enter into one of the most trusted and accessible of all healthcare professions. You will transition from pharmacy student and become a student pharmacist. I wish I could stand here before you and say that the next 4 years and beyond will be uninterrupted bliss, but this simply is not true, nor is it realistic. You will face your years spent as a student pharmacist will bring tremendous challenges, and you will face frustrations and failures, but you will also experience victories and times of great accomplishment. I highly encourage each of you to embrace all of these various encounters, not as obstacles to overcome or obligations to fulfill, but as opportunities. Opportunities to learn and grow, opportunities to educate and serve others, opportunities to advocate and stimulate change. Not things you have to do, but things you get to do. I assure you that maintaining this positive focused mentality will serve you not just during your time as a student, but in your professional career as well. It will be an essential tool for success, right alongside the clinical skills and knowledge you will learn within your degree program. And the great news is, there's no board exam to pass in order to gain a positive, open, innovative mindset. It's yours to claim, no purchase necessary. In order to obtain licensure and begin the practice of pharmacy, all pharmacy school graduates have to take exams to prove they have learned and mastered clinical drug knowledge, as well as successfully demonstrate an understanding of pharmacy laws and regulations. That is the standard. But by upholding this philosophy, opportunity versus obligations and obstacles, you will set yourself apart. You will separate from the crowd and propel yourself to your greatest potential. I believe this mindset is the future of the practice of pharmacy. It is the key to resiliency in a profession where new challenges and expectations will be thrust upon you time and time again. The solution for how to maintain gratitude and satisfaction by focusing on what you are able to provide to your patients and your colleagues instead of burning out as a result of feeling burdened and overwhelmed with how much you are expected to do. You will be graduating in the year 2025 and entering into your professional career amidst a reality for our country, for our healthcare system, and for our profession that is still being determined through challenges we are facing today. You will never know a practice environment unaffected by the COVID-19 pandemic. Throughout the pandemic, pharmacists, student pharmacists, and pharmacy technicians have exemplified the term essential by repeatedly finding new ways to raise the bar, expand the practice of pharmacy, and meet the ever-changing needs of our patients and the communities we serve. Pharmacies transformed their practices during these unprecedented times to incorporate COVID-19 vaccinations, point-of-care testing, curbside pickup, prescription delivery, and so many other examples of resourcefulness and innovation, all while continuing to maintain the standard of practice in all of the other ways we serve and provide pharmaceutical care. I have the privilege of practicing in rural Maine and serving some of our communities of greatest need. I have served as the pharmacy director at a federally qualified health center where we provide a patient-centered medical home and a truly collaborative, interdisciplinary approach to patient care, and where the pharmacists I work with are included as important members of the primary healthcare team. Over the past 4 years, I've had the honor of leading a team of pharmacists that have accomplished unquestionably phenomenal work, not just in response to the pandemic, but before and during, as they have created enhanced medication therapy management programs, influenced chronic disease state management, and piloted new examples of pharmacist-driven patient visits in order to demonstrate the substantial value pharmacists can provide to improve patient outcomes. It is this crucial demonstration of value that has paved the way for the triumphs of the profession within our state, including the achievement of provider status, with the Maine Pharmacy Act being amended this summer to officially define pharmacist as a provider of health care. What an exciting and dynamic time to be a pharmacist, or to be preparing to become a pharmacist, to be able to revolutionize the provision of pharmaceutical care. And now, as each of you complete the ceremony today, so shall you join the charge as you swear to promise to devote yourself to a lifetime of service to others through the profession of pharmacy. I, for one, could not be more thrilled to welcome you amongst our ranks. In closing, I would like to once again thank you all for including me in today's ceremony and celebration, and to wholeheartedly congratulate you, Husson University School of Pharmacy Class of 2025, on all you have achieved thus far, and welcome you to all the opportunities that are yet to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Mary. We have now come to the heart of today's ceremony. I would like to invite Dr. T.J. Frell, Assistant Professor for Pharmacy Practice, and Dr. Conrad Ding to the podium for the presentation of the white coats.
Like most of us, we all have a script. Good morning. Can you all hear me? Good. It is with great honor to now begin the presentation of the white coat for the class of 2025. As I call your name, please come up to the stage to receive your white coat from Dr. T.J. Frell. Haley Davidson. Caitlin Dunham. Christina Forbush. Madison Gervais. Nicholas Garrard. Elise Casserman. Emma Kennard. Benjamin Lyons. Emily Palmer. Emily Patterson. Prithvi Peruela. Anthony Radzimirski. Alexis Sparks. Abigail Varney. Devin Vietz. Naisha Velasquez. We are very pleased to present to you the future pharmacists of our class of 2025. Next, we would like to invite faculty member Dr. Casey Jarrett, Assistant Professor of Pharmacy Practice, to come up and lead the class of 2025 in the Oath of Pharmacists.
Will the class of 2025 please rise? Please turn to face the audience. Raise your right hand to recite the oath with me. And I also invite any pharmacists in the room to please stand and recite the oath with us. I promise to devote myself to a lifetime of service to others through the profession of pharmacy. In fulfilling this vow, I will consider the welfare of humanity and relief of suffering of my primary concerns. I will apply my knowledge, experience, and skills to the best of my ability to assure optimal outcomes for my patients. I will respect and protect all personal and health information entrusted to me. I will accept the lifelong obligation to improve my professional knowledge and competence. I will hold myself and my colleagues to the highest principles of our profession's moral, ethical, and legal conduct. I will embrace and advocate changes that improve patient care. I will utilize my knowledge, skills, experience, and values to prepare the next generation of pharmacists. I take these vows voluntarily with full realization of the responsibility with which I am entrusted by the public. Congratulations to the class of 2025.
Thank you. So this concludes our ceremony. I would like to thank all of you for attending today and helping us to celebrate this time-honored tradition. Everyone is welcome to take pictures on the stage or around campus with family and friends. Additionally, we have celebratory cupcakes in the atrium for you to take with you as you leave. It's always a special thrill for the faculty and staff to welcome each new class. Best wishes to the class of 2025. Thank you.